because I know it's not always easy to not get caught up in the stress. It's not easy to let it go sometimes. Hey mama, welcome to Naturally Empowered Living, your safe space to guiding you on your unapologetic self-awakening journey to learning your energy of alignment and feeling good again. This is your weekly sanctuary to wake up from autopilot and transform the way you approach motherhood and life through the power of meditation, energetics, and root cause therapy. It's my mission to help you embody the foundations of self-love, trust, and interconnection to be unapologetic in the evolution of who you are. Here, we honor all parts of ourselves, the messy and the magic, the shadows and the light. If you are ready to get to the roots of cultivating real change, warm up that cold coffee, pop in your earbuds, and tighten that top knot, mama. Let's discover our power within together. What is up, beautifuls? I hope that you are staying warm. I don't know where you are in the world listening, but it has been frigid here. Frigid, and I wasn't ready for it. And our poor chickens. This is our first winter with them, and I'm just like, that's besides the point. I hope that you are warm and cozy and just snug and feeling good today. Whenever you are listening, wherever you are listening, I'm excited to dive in today. But first, I need to just shout y'all out because I had so many messages, so many replies to my email, so many messages on Instagram from last week's episode. That touches my heart. Like, that means so much to me. Not only that you reach out, then I know, like, not just on like that energetic, like I send intentions that every time before I hit record, I say a prayer, like praying that this episode reaches that soul that I am meant to connect with, in this lifetime. So I have the energetic intentions set. But when I receive messages from you guys, it truly, when I say it lights me up, I'm not kidding. Like, I get tears in my eyes when I know that it resonates. When it resonates on that level of touching your heart too, like touching on that deep soul level, it means so much to me that like it's so palpable, but like I don't even have words to describe it. So, and like last week's episode was one of those episodes. And I just want to thank you. Thank you for reaching out. I'm so thankful that it had such a good impact, such a deep impact, and just beneficial and just changing, transformational impact for so many. And I will tell you what, that is just a taste, a simple little tiny teaser of what a one-on-one together would look like. I have energetic meditations. I have energetic alignment sessions. We have energetic healing sessions. Like what I offer working in a one-on-one container, it's so magical. So I just wanted to put that out there too, because I know that I, drizzle little meditations in the podcast every now and then, but there's so much magic in working, let it be in a one-on-one container or a group-like setting, or, having specific meditations or energy healings customized for you. In my opinion, it's so impactful and magical. So if you haven't listened to last week's episode, please do. And also head to naturallympoweredliving.com if you are interested in looking at any of the offerings that I provide. I would be honored to work with you. So this week, we will follow the same just simple flow, a quick episode. I know this is a very busy time of year. It won't be a complete guided meditation, but you can turn this episode, the words that I'm saying, into a meditation if you like. So trust your instincts, okay? Trust your instincts. Receive this episode as you feel called and what feels best for you. I want to start by sharing a little story because I want to be able to relate, to paint a picture for you, and to share that even as an energetics coach, okay? Even anyone, any energetics coach, guru, expert in their field, like anyone can fall out of alignment, okay? And put energy out that maybe they don't want to be putting out or whatever, okay? So our life, the Smith household, as I'm sure all of ours, okay? Like nothing I'm saying is like one-upping or on a scale or anything like that, but just sharing, okay? Some solidarity here. It's been chaos, okay, since October. Our entire life is turned upside down come hunting season. Routines change. My husband is gone a lot more. He goes on hunting trips. He was gone for weeks at a time. And by now, like being with him for over a decade, like I anticipate it, I plan accordingly, but it's a lot. And I know that we all have different seasons of life, and we have spouses that travel. We maybe have spouses that or we don't have spouses, or we have spouses that aren't present in our children's lives. Like I know that we all have different stories, and it's a lot. Like our hardships are ours and they hold weight. So by the time that he gets home, from his annual trips, or just hunting season slows down, it doesn't really slow down till it's over. But nonetheless, like when he gets back from that annual trip, like we're by now knee deep into the holiday season, into birthdays, like it's here, okay? So he also, right, has to like unpack his stuff and clean their camping gear. Like they are camping in the mountains for weeks. So there's a lot of prep that goes into that, and a lot of prep that goes, not what's the opposite of prep? Like a lot of unpacking and cleaning, that goes into getting home, let alone if they harvest an animal. That's a whole, other added on thing. So then, throw in travel for holidays and sick children, sick chickens, sick me, the planning, the prep, the gift giving, the arrangements, the decorating, like all the things, right? All the holiday things are now here. All while, I said it last week, like all while keeping with the intention of keeping the holidays simple and joy-filled and calm and magical for myself, for my family, and of course, my children, right? Like I want my kids to feel the calm and the peace, right? So, and even like just rattling all that off, I'm like, okay, Jenna, like stop it. Like get over it, let it go. But I wanted to paint that picture for you because I know it's not always easy to not get caught up in the stress. It's not easy to let it go sometimes. So within our specific, life season, right? Communication, we have learned, is key. And communication is always key, right? But communication is key. Like communicating expectations, key. Communicating feelings and where you're at, what you need, it's key. And over the years, my husband and I have gotten pretty good. And this year, I feel like we've gotten so much better because of the intentional work and awareness around the hard, leaning into the hard, okay? So now fast forward. This was a couple weeks ago. Now we're fast forwarding to the other morning. I was sick after a holiday weekend. The to-do list was, the length of my arm plus some. And I didn't have guilt. I didn't have guilt, which was great because I actually honored my body. I needed the rest. I knew energetically, not even like whatever bug I caught, I knew energetically the last few weeks was a lot. And I was literally like still scheduling every minute on the minute of my days to try to catch up. So I sat down in my office, which I didn't do in like over a week with the holiday. I had both kids, back in childcare. So I'm like, today's the day. Like we're doing it, right? And for a split second, I was like paralyzed. I was like, oh shit. Like, what do I do first? Like, where do I even start? And I share this because I'm sure you have all been there. We all can relate to that analysis paralysis, okay? We have so much to do, and I don't know where to start. So then we take an hour, half hour, whatever. We take all this time to try to figure it out. And then by that time, we get into like a flow. It's time for pickup, or it's time for an appointment, or our block is over. And it's like, what just happened? So in that moment for me, I was like, okay, like what do I even do first? And instantly I had this thought come in, slow down. I was like, what the hell? Like, excuse me? And then I hear it again, slow down. And it clicked. I was like, okay, I hear you. I will. Even though it might seem counterintuitive to slow down, like when you have all this stuff going on, oh my gosh, I promise you there is magic in the slowdown. You are allowing your connection to come back in. Okay, you've probably heard the saying, slow down to speed up. It's probably not a new concept. And if it is, I hope that you take this and run with it because there's magic in the slowdown. So I worked out, I meditated instead of the go, 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 trying to do all the things right now because I know that it's all got to get done, right? But slowing down is good for my health, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. And all those things will still be there. Like they will get done. Like time will be provided for you. I strongly believe that time will be provided for what matters, for your priorities. It will get done. So then during my workout, I had another thought, another download come in that literally bundled like 3 of the biggest projects that I'm currently working on in a way to maximize like their efficiency, their delivery, their impact, and like minimize my time, like minimize the time that it's going to take me to do it. All by slowing down, simply by slowing down enough and allowing my intuition to speak, by allowing my energy to realign, by choosing something that I know, movement, exercise, meditation, like those are my things. It might not be for you, but what are they for you? I know that an exercise, like a workout, I am releasing energy, I am moving energy, I have that intention of moving this energy through my body, and that is my thing, like that's my thing. So I encourage and I challenge you to slow down this season, to be able to speed up, to allow yourself to experience possibly new energies, new feelings, and challenge your existing thought patterns, your existing behaviors, maybe your opinions. You might be thinking like I'm freaking crazy, right? But ask yourself, like, am I clinging to my way of doing things out of fear of being more behind or more stressed? Like, girlfriend, you're already in the thick of it. Like, do yourself a favor and take a breath. I promise you will thank yourself. And so will your energy, and so will the people around you, and so will yourself. So what does slowing down mean to you? Feeling like you're so rushed and busy and stressed and overwhelmed and you don't know where to start and your to-do list is never ending. You're so caught up in the negative mindset loop. Pause. Take a breath. Maybe a few breaths, right? Do a little boxed breathing exercise. That's where you inhale for the count of 4. Hold that breath for the count of 4. Exhale for the count of 4. Pause for 4. And then again, inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4, hold for 4. Okay? And then once you're kind of, settled, allow yourself to connect back to yourself. Allow yourself to just be. Be with yourself for 5 minutes. Let your thoughts filter through. You're so busy, go, doing. Let yourself filter through a little bit too. And maybe you could even take it a step further and choose something that can help you move that energy or help you slow down, or choose an activity that you love to do, like working out or meditating, grounding yourself, praying, journaling, brain dumping. Make a list if you're a list type person, right? This is your body's way to naturally release and reset. And from another energetic standpoint, think of the ladder here. Think of you do constantly go, rush. When you rush, or when you're so caught up in the stuff, don't more hiccups come up? Doesn't more stuff come up? Think about that. That's energetic. That's an energetic response, okay? You stub your toe, you drop dinner, you trip over the dog, the phone rings in the middle of something important. That's an energetic cycle right there. So slow down. And from a spiritual standpoint, I already said this, but slowing down opens your intuition for maybe what you're waiting for an answer for, or a clarity in, or a solution to minimize the stress. It has room to come in. The example that I just shared, when I was working out, I had that download. Oh, it's going to save me so much time, and it's going to be more, in my opinion, effective in the projects and what I'm working on right now. So note, this is an intentional slowdown, okay? I'm not saying go chill on the couch and scroll the phone, which, mind you, that actually stimulates our brains even more. It does the exact opposite of the slowdown that I'm talking about here. So the scrolling or, trash TV watching, it might have its place, but not necessarily when you're high stressed and your energy needs that reset. If anything, if you are so paralyzed and you can't seem to do anything, maybe choose sleep rest. Okay? This simple concept helps so much. And I promise that if you do what I suggested in this episode, pausing, connecting to yourself, breath work, doing something that you love, that you enjoy, that will help you kind of reconnect to your intuition, you will have your intuition speaking through you too. And I would love to hear it. I'd love to hear if you have a download, or if you hear that inner voice, or you have that idea or that creative flow sparks. Or maybe you feel calm and covered in peace. I would love for you to share it. I'd love to hear it. Oh, just like what I said in the beginning of the episode, it lights me up. Share it to your stories. Tag me at Naturally Empowered Living. I am so blessed for you to be here. I am so blessed to be here. Have a blessed and warm, again, week, my loves. Until next week, as always, simply be you. You have everything inside of you to learn your energy of alignment and be unapologetic in who you are. I'm sending my love and so much light.
Did you find this episode relatable or empowering? Peace, we my love of you.
Thank you for spending this sacred time with me on Naturally Empowered Living. I pray this episode has brought you a step closer to tuning into your energy of alignment. And if it has, please consider leaving a written review sharing how this show has impacted you. Your feedback truly lights me up and helps other moms find their way to this community. And if it feels right, please share this episode with another mom who might be struggling to remind her that she's never alone. Be sure to check the show notes for more ways to connect and explore how we could work together to reclaim your power and deepen your relationship within. Thank you. I appreciate all you are and all you do.